Hey everyone, it's Mike with It's Pittsfield Tonight. I'm going to jump right into it, and I'm going to pick up on a topic that, we've been talking about for a couple weeks, but the story just keeps growing and continuing. So, and this is our Pittsfield restaurants, the effects of the coronavirus on the Pittsfield restaurants, the temporary ban that took place again on indoor dining in the city of Pittsfield, the whole deal. So, as many of you know, on Friday, November 13th, Mayor Tyre put a ban on indoor dining in the city of Pittsfield. Out of 351 communities in the state, Pittsfield was the only one with a ban on indoor dining, which allowed everyone to still go to all the surrounding towns and still continue to go out and enjoy indoor dining while Pittsfield businesses were shut down. So it became very controversial. I put that story out there pretty heavily. I did some interviews with restaurant owners and built a pretty good relationship with some of them. The restaurant owners kind of bonded together, formed their own restaurant owners group or association, and got a petition going, went to City Hall, asked to see the mayor, submitted a petition. The mayor ended up agreeing to a Zoom conference call with the restaurant owners, and there were some members of the Board of Health on there. And to sum it all up, after agreeing to some new guidelines, some new rules, the restaurant owners agreeing to work as an association to kind of self-police and work with each other and make sure they were staying on top of this. If they saw any infractions, anything going on that needed to be addressed. So everyone agreed on that. And the next night there was like a Board of Health meeting. I believe it was the next night or the day after. And the Board of Health rescinded their ban on indoor dining and they were back open. And then let's fast forward to last week. So December 8th, City Council meeting. On the City Council packet was also a list from some of the restaurants that were investigated for violations, for coronavirus violations, and they were investigated by the Board of Health. Some of them were fined, some of them were shut down, some of them were given warnings, and some of them were found that they couldn't prove there was anything going on. So that list was brought up by Councilor Mafuccio, and one of the restaurants on there is owned by our at-large city councilor, Yuki Cohen. Councilor Mafuccio believed, because in his opinion, he thought the violations she had were very serious and that it was not fair that she only got written warnings when other restaurants received far more severe punishment. And he said it was proof that she was being treated special because she was a city councilor. It caused, that council meeting was a ridiculous circus anyway. But Earl Persip chimed in, and then he started saying that list wasn't accurate, that he's turned in Dunkin' Donuts or something like that a couple times, and they're not on there, and nothing happened, and everybody's just going after each other. So it ended up getting referred to the licensing board. Councilor Cohen had to log off from the meeting. Dina Lampiazzi, who is our Ward 6 city councilor and a sitting member of the licensing board, had to abstain from voting on that. But that's where it went. It got referred to the licensing board. And again, the center of that was that she received treatment that other restaurant owners did not because she is a city councilor. And I always talk about cliques and groups and all that, and all of you know that. So, this weekend, I received, along with some other people, I understand, but I received a private message with some photos in it. And many of you have probably seen these photos floating around. They're from early this weekend. Councilor Cohen at her bar on North Street, at her bar restaurant on North Street, behind the bar, without a mask on. Her mask is under her chin. and has two customers in front of her sitting at the bar, and those two customers, one of them appears to be Counselor Lampiazzi, who is also on the licensing board, sitting there. And there's some glasses of wine and Counselor Lampiazzi's wife. So I saw that and went, oh, God. Now, I knew that was already going to get around, and I've seen some of the articles and some posts on this and some stories on this saying this happened Saturday night. It did not happen Saturday night. It was Friday night. That I do know because I received that message, that original message, Friday night itself, late Friday night. So I didn't know, I really didn't want to get involved in this right now. It's right close to the holidays, and it's, but whatever. It's very serious because when I saw who all the people involved, I said, oh, good God. Now, I did reach out to Counselor Cohen Saturday. I wanted to get a statement from her. So late Saturday afternoon, I sent her a message. She was nice enough to respond, and she said she had seen the photos and that she was having a drink with a city colleague, and it was after hours, that the restaurant was closed. They were not open for business. She was having a drink with a colleague discussing business. And that's where she left it. And if many of you saw this weekend, I believe Saturday's paper, the article they did with Counselor Cohen, and she even says in there that she has thought about moving her restaurant out of Pittsfield. And this all is happening all at once. So anyway, it's a story that's floating around. It's going everywhere and I knew it would. So that's why I'm bringing it up. I wasn't sure how to handle this, but it is serious. And again, this goes back to when I kept saying all along, you shouldn't have a sitting city councilor on the licensing board. It causes a conflict. There will be too many scenarios that come up where it won't work. So now, that picture, and I know Counselor Cohen probably felt, oh my God, someone's spying on my business or whatever. But, let's not forget, a little over a week ago, you had our state rep, Tricia Farley-Bouvier, who in a post said there was a direct line to indoor dining. She said so parties, large gathering at a party, but indoor dining, and she was talking a direct line to that and what happened at Hillcrest Commons. So you want to know why everyone's so riled up. I mean, you have the state rep that came out basically convinced a whole segment of people that indoor dining is killing people. So everyone is on their toes. And then you have Counselor Cohen, she's a city councilor and owns a restaurant. You had a licensing board member in there. The restaurants are supposed to be kind of self-policing, or they're all risking being shut down. This whole thing is nightmarish. And if you look at that last council meeting, I felt like they were even attacking, they kind of turned on the Board of Health for a little bit, saying, well, how come these businesses are not on that list and it's not updated and we need to go after more and more and more. We're getting way out of control with this. So I have the photos. I have, as you can see, I haven't put them out yet. I figure most of you already saw them anyway. But now it really should be Counselor Cohen and Counselor Lampiazzi who come out and address this. I hope to be able to speak to Counselor Cohen. I'm going to even reach out to Counselor Lampiazzi. I know she's not a big fan of mine, but let's get this addressed. I think, in my opinion, Counselor Lampiazzi she shouldn't be on the licensing board. It should be one or the other. No sitting city councilor should be on the licensing board. It doesn't work. And in this scenario, if she doesn't recuse herself from that, it just looks like favoritism, whether it was or not. It looks that way. I mean, there's Counselor Cohen behind the bar with her mask off. So she's behind the bar. And there's Counselor Lampiazzi and her wife in front of her with no masks on and sitting at the bar. And Counselor Lampiazzi is also on the licensing board. She's going in front of her for an infraction she's committing right there. So it's, the whole thing is awful. And look, I just hope we can. I hope we can get through this mess. This city is being ripped apart. I hope, really, to me, the end of the day, all this is about our elections. The cliques have to stop. I can't keep stressing that enough. If we keep electing these cliques of politicians that work in these groups, and we just need real representation. I don't think counselors should be endorsing each other. I don't think counselors should be endorsing the mayor and whoever that is, because all it does is continue to divide the community. And this is an example of it. This is how, if Counselor Cohen or Counselor Lampiazzi or any of them feel that that's unfair to say that, but they should easily be able to see how these stories start and why people believe it. Because look what they're seeing. It doesn't look good. So I think the way that this should be handled is Counselor Cohen, I hope she should address it. I hope she does address it with me. I'm going to give her a call or send her a message again to see if she'd be interested in that. But she did send me that message acknowledging that, yes, they were sitting there, but it was after hours. And Counselor Lampiazzi, I know the mayor, when that petition was submitted by Mark Tully a few months ago to have her removed from the licensing board, the mayor said she was irreplaceable. And she's going to stick to that, I guess. I don't know. But you can't. This isn't fair to the city. It's really not. We've got to break up these cliques. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be positive. But that's that. So I'm sure everyone's got an opinion on it. I'm going to follow it. I have the photos. Maybe I'll put them out at a different time. They're already out there. I just didn't want to be, stirring the pot. I think this needs to be resolved, though. Another thing I want to mention before I wrap it up, as I've mentioned a few times, I'm doing a big New Year's Eve show virtually through the page and through the website with a lot of our local musicians. So it's going to be a very fun show. It's going to feature a lot of different singers and songwriters and performers and artists that are all the names, most of all the names I'm sure everyone will recognize, that are big staples of our community for entertainment in our local venues. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to have a lot of different types of music and different artists, and they're all local. And we're going to have a fundraiser attached to this, and I think I'm going to launch the fundraiser right before Christmas. But 100% of the funds are going to go to the St. Stephen's Table, which St. Stephen's Church in Pittsfield. Every week, 2 days a week, they serve hot meals, and then one Saturday a week they also do the same. And it's a very important program, and this year they're seeing a lot of need for it. And January and February are always tough months in the economy, so we want to take 100%, do a fundraiser for this show, and 100% of it to go to St. Stephen's Table to make sure that that program can continue and they have what they need to get through this season with all this craziness. So I'm really excited about that. To the some of the artists that already sent me some of your promo pictures and stuff, thank you. I know I said the deadline was the 23rd, but if I hope everyone doesn't send everything at the 23rd. Maybe we should have a Zoom conference call. I'm thinking about that. So maybe we'll put that together so we can all have a little discussion online how this is going to play out. But yeah, keep sending the stuff in. If you have it, to any local artists that want to participate, direct message me and I'll get back to you and we'll figure that out. To other people that are waiting on hearing from me, I haven't forgot you. I've just been crazy busy. Putting this New Year's Eve thing together is a big project for me, but I'm really excited about it. It's for a good thing. So, but that's going to take up a lot of time and, whatever. So that's where I'll be. So that's it for now. I'll have another video out in the next couple days. Hopefully this issue, we haven't heard the last of it, so I'm sure I'll be talking about it and we'll take it from there. But that is it for now. Everyone stay safe. We're almost out of this. Wear your mask. Do things the right way. And, pray for that vaccine is in full effect soon. And next year can be a good year. 2021 can be a good year for all of us to celebrate. So that's it for now, and I'll catch y'all in a couple days.